Okay, this drawing is a bit of an experiment. I've done this on Strathmore Bristol vellum paper, and to be honest, I don't like the vellum surface. I usually work on the smooth, but you can see here that the paper is very grainy. It's got little peaks and troughs, and yeah, I just don't like filling them in. And even when you do, they still, they still show the white of the paper. It's quite a grainy effect. So I've used the pencils and some mineral spirits, low order mineral spirits, with just a little dab on a cotton bud, and then after I put the pencil on, I'll smooth it off with the cotton bud and wait till it's dry before I put any more on, and then I can go over again and deepen the colour, intensify it. But yeah, it's some people enjoy the vellum. Firstly, it's not my thing, so I don't think I'll be using it again. So now I'm just going over lightly over the pencil outlines that I've put in. As you can see, I like to work the whole of the drawing at the same time, the whole of one section of the drawing. I like to get the tonal values correct, so I find that if I do them all together, they all come out the same depth. Some people can work on one section at a time, but I prefer to do a larger section. So here I'm doing the again, just going over the pencil marks lightly with the black pencil, which helps you to see where everything is, and you can just darken it more as you go along. So the whole thing is just being built up bit by bit with different pencils, different colours. And this, I found the doing the background, the black background, was quite time consuming, and I had to press quite hard to fill in all the little dents in the paper. So yeah, I could have done with putting watercolour or acrylic paint for the background, or even pastels. But yeah, I filled it all in with the black pencil. I've kind of skipped a little bit here because I forgot to switch the camera on. So anyway, we've jumped a little bit, but as you can see, I've done quite a bit of the colouring, deepening the colour, and I tend to go over it and over it, add more and more different shades of the browns, oranges, and it's just to build it up. There you can see the image that I'm working from on the tablet. So I find coloured pencils, they're quite time consuming anyway, but I find, you know, again on this paper, it's, for me, it's even more so. You can see there how grainy the paper is. And again, I'll go over that in a bit with the mineral spirit. So for the legs, the skin tones, I'm using the brown pencil very lightly, and then I build it up with the flesh colours, so things like cinnamon, light flesh, medium flesh. I use some ochres and light and dark browns, and there's bits of pink and even bits of purple. There's all sorts of colours in there, but I just build them up slowly, just putting them on gently. So it is time consuming, but it's worth it in the end for the smooth, you know, transition from the shadows on the legs to the lighter parts. And then when the leg, the skin tones are done and all the shadows are done, I'll go over very lightly again, putting in things like just marks in the knee, and just intensifying the depth of the colours and the tones. So it's nearly done now. These are just the last few little bits. Just touching up now, and you can see there how grainy it all is. So out comes the mineral spirit, and again, even with the mineral spirit, it still doesn't blend it completely. You can still see light and dark of the texture of the paper, which you don't get with the smooth paper. Like I said, this was a little bit of an experiment for me, and yeah, it's not something I'll be using again, I don't think. Well, not for colour pencils. I think it'd be fine with watercolour or something, but yeah, not colour pencils. So yeah, that's just about it.